Imagine this. The wind howls through empty streets, candles flicker inside carved pumpkins, children dressed as monsters laugh in the dark. But behind the candy, costumes, and smiles lies something much older. A story born from fire, fear, and ancient ritual. This is the untold story of Halloween. Long before pumpkins, masks, or haunted houses, there was Samhain. Over 2,000 years ago, the ancient Celts of Ireland marked the end of their year on October 31st. They called it Samhain, the death of summer, the birth of darkness. But Samhain wasn't just about changing seasons. The Celts believed that on this night, the veil between the living and the dead grew thin. Spirits could cross freely into the world of the living. Some were kind, visiting loved ones. Others were not. To protect themselves, people lit massive bonfires across the hills, and they wore animal skins and frightening masks, so the spirits wouldn't recognize them. These masks would later become the roots of today's Halloween costumes. Centuries later, Christianity spread through Europe. The church saw pagan rituals like Samhain as dangerous, but rather than destroy them, it chose to transform them. By the 9th century, Pope Gregory declared November 1st as All Saints' Day, a day to honor the saints. The night before, October 31st, became known as All Hallows' Eve, which over time evolved into the word we know today, Halloween. But old habits die hard. The people continued to wear masks, light fires, and tell stories about wandering spirits. The new and the old began to blend, religion and folklore walking side by side through the shadows. As centuries passed, fear turned into festivity. During the Middle Ages, children and the poor went from house to house, offering to pray for the dead in exchange for food or coins. That practice evolved into what we now call trick or treat. When Irish immigrants came to America in the 19th century, they brought these traditions with them. But there was one problem. In Ireland, people used turnips to carve scary faces, while in America, pumpkins were easier to find. And so, the jack-o'-lantern was born. By the 20th century, Halloween had transformed again. No longer a night of fear, but of fun. It became a celebration filled with colorful costumes, parties, candy, and imagination. Movies, TV, and pop culture turned it into something global, a festival of both laughter and shivers. Yet deep beneath the smiles and sugar, you can still feel echoes of that ancient night when fires burned on the hills and masks hid more than faces. Today, Halloween isn't just about fright. It's about remembering the past, the mystery, the unknown. Because every time you carve a pumpkin, light a candle, or put on a mask, you're keeping alive a ritual that began thousands of years ago. So when someone knocks on your door this October 31st, are you sure it's only a child?